My quick racist story. I was at the 99-cent store. Seriously, this happened, and I'm not exaggerating. Not even a
listen
little
to
bit.
episode what 20. he said
Something like that?
He said it. He said it.
I don't know. Yeah, it was real quick, just for Brent. So I was at the 99-cent store, got some bad vibes from some people. I didn't respond to them. You know what I mean? They were just like saying a couple things to me, and I was just like, "Nah, I don't want to talk to you." And then the wife goes, "He must not be from the Americas."
What does that even mean? Which Americas? There's a lot of them.
Well, that's what I thought. I was like, well, the
We were
Central,
questioning that
South. I
same
mean, but yeah.
shit.
So I didn't understand what she was saying, and thank God I didn't because I don't want to be on her level. I don't want to understand.
Oh.
So yeah.
You don't, or because I mean, if you're spitting out some insane shit like that, I don't know. Maybe you got a really good buzz going. I've said weird things like that, like "Sir, you mustn't be from the Americas," but I'm usually, crushing a bottle of like that's my insult in the club when the bouncer has me yoked up, throwing me out for starting a fight with a pregnant girl. I'm like, "Sir, no, sir."
No, Brent.
You must not. You mustn't be from the Americas. No, I stopped doing that. I had kids, man. I'm much more reserved now.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Bottom Six Brothers. People, the boy, Big Daddy, Dominic Covers, of course. Joining me on the table, Mike Whethead. Happy was Marera.
What up, man?
What's going on today?
It's actually Dominic, Sister Girl Alvarez.
So, a nickname is... Well, hold on. Before you get there,
It rolls.
Honey.
Dominic, Sister Girl Alvarez.
we got a guest in the house. He invited me, or I just walked over there because I knew my significant other was there, and I was like, "Who you with? Who you with?"
He thought I was
Brent,
having
the
an
broker
affair.
man Edwards in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause.
Listen, honey, I'm happy. I'm happy to be here.
No, man, you think he could take my baby, my woman? Fuck that. Trying to entice him with some good dick. Shit ain't happening here, son. You got to have a jackhammer of a cock, son. Entice that shit at your house. Well, he was there, though. I don't know what it was, but you probably just sell a good game. That's why you're a house sale or what are you, real estate agent?
Yeah, no, I'm a total house. I'm a house sale. No,
House
you
salesman.
nailed that.
There's a
He's a
cell
house
phone
seller.
salesman and there's a houseman salesman.
You know what? I like houseman salesman better. I'm gonna on my business card it says Brent Edwards broker. I'm gonna change it to Brent Edwards houseman salesman. I like that way.
Yo,
better.
motherfucking man, houseman salesman, son.
Just do it. and
That's
see how many
man
people
cubed.
actually catch on. That's a really good slogan. Houseman, salesman.
Patent that shit, bro. Brent, what's going on, son? Welcome back to the podcast.
Thanks, man. I'm happy to be here.
You know what?
First time around was so much fun.
Oh, dude, we had a blast when you were here. And again,
We
like the
usually
first
do.
time, you brought some excellent whiskey. The second time, you brought an even better one, Johnny Walker Black Label. And you were like, you know what? Let's spread the love. And we're enjoying some Johnny Walker Black Label here today.
We sure are. Yeah, Modesty for Ugly People, brought to you by Johnny Walker Black Label.
I wish. Oh
Will
my
they cut
God.
it? Will they cut us a sponsorship check
I would love for them to
after
do
the
that.
fact?
Oh, I'd love
Yeah,
that,
so
man.
I mean, like I was bitching about before, it's not as good as Blue Label, but it is a fine sipping whiskey
Yeah.
indeed.
But once they meet Dominic, they're like, nope.
Maybe
Fuck
if
that
he,
shit.
maybe if he shut his mouth during the podcast and just mic talk.
We would love to sponsor your show, but we don't support gay marriage. And,
Oh.
and that guy
We're
Dominic.
Trump supporters.
that gay Mexican, no, we're Trump guys. We're Trump guys. So that can't happen.
Does he say "I Poppy"? Because I'm not down with that shit. Oh, that was terrible. That was racist.
Is that a new iPhone? Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
I totally fail. I meant Apple products. Whatever. It just came out stupid.
99% of the time, I know where Mike is going with anything. Okay, that's my husband, my wife, my almost
It's a
better.
quip,
half.
but-
The minute he started talking, I was like, "Honey, you're on your own. Son. You're drifting in the waters I could not bring you back from." Son, I had no idea where he was going with that. Something about Trump. iPhone and Johnny Walker, how those correlate, and that was a potential joke that didn't happen. Thank God it didn't.
Fail, whatever.
Failed to stick the
Fuck
landing.
you.
So
Yeah, you can't. Don't go for the Olympics. Son.
Yeah.
no.
You just never know.
Special Olympics, but
I don't. Man, no, they stick the landing. So you ain't even got no fucking hope. Don't even lace up your boots, son. That's fucked up. Sorry. Oh, Mike. Oh, I know.
fail. Sorry.
So this is gonna take a turn in the shitter, huh? Brent, I'm gonna ask him again. Let's just restart.
Well, you know what? Him
No way. That is in.
Him belly flopping was not the issue. It was you pointing out the belly flop that got the whole table like,
It wasn't hard, Brent. It was not hard to see the shit coming.
I kind of just already said I failed, and then you just continued it on. We could have just moved on.
Well, that's the foundation of our friendship.
Yeah.
It's just we don't let you fall. We make you fall harder.
well, what's the topic though? Come on. You guys,
Hey, we
you
don't
guys-
do
you
it
guys-
like that, Brent. I thought we were just gonna say hi. How are you doing?
Hey,
I
man.
know. Usually you guys drop like 3 categories on me, and you're like, "This is what we're about to talk about."
You
so.
did
Why
one
Brent is
podcast.
no longer
You did-
allowed for 300.
You did one podcast.
You stick to selling houses. You let me spit on the mic, son. Stay your
closed,
ass
man. It just
and keep
closed.
now the Johnny Walker stays here. It's a gift to the podcast now.
Don't
You done
make
fucked
Dominic
up.
call 911 because
See,
he
last
does
time,
it.
last time I got drunk during the podcast, so that was fine. But this time I was drunk before the podcast, so that was your bad.
I
for
think that's still
inviting me.
fine. I think we're good. I think everything's good. So what's new with you, my friend? I mean, that's everything in the housing market doing good.
It is good.
I'm not gonna bore him with that. Shut up.
Yeah.
I don't want him to turn it off so yet.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I didn't.
Oh, so speaking of arriving drunk, okay, did I ever tell you guys this? I've called 911 on a couple of drunk drivers a few times. Don't laugh at me. What are you laughing
So
at me for?
you're a rat, dude. That's fucked up.
Well,
fucked
he
up.
did say his wife looks out the window, he calls 911. It's a team thing.
Kalina got digging your ass. So, funny story. True story. So, me and my brother, we just got some good sushi. We're driving down the road. This fucking car is like all over the place. He's speeding up. He's braking. He's doing all the telltale signs. And I asked my brother, hey, should we call 911? And he goes, yeah, you probably should. I'm like, oh, like you really want me to do it? Like I was just kind of like, I was just kind of throwing it out there. He was like, no, we actually probably should. So I did. So you know me, I'm a very high. I'm a high pitched person. I have a lot of energy in me. So like he's literally like we stop at a stoplight and he's starting to just drift into traffic. And it wasn't like it was just 1 or 2 cars going on the cross lane. It was fucking going. So he's going.
Maybe
into
he was
it.
maybe he was just tired. Maybe he just got off night shift. He might have just called the cops on a working man.
Fuck him then. You know, take a nap. Take a nap. Not in your car
okay,
moving.
so you know what? Therein lies the problem with calling 911 on drunk drivers. So I totally understand the sentiment. Like, all right, we want to get these dangerous people off our roads. I don't want to get sideswiped. I don't want anybody I love or care about to get dinged up by a drunk driver.
Right.
And I totally get the sentiment. But okay, so somebody was weaving back and forth between lanes. They might have been sending a text, which, you know, is dangerous too. Right, but if the cops pull them over, they're not going to be like, oh, you're arrested for sending a text. All I'm saying is if the goal is to take the drunk drivers off the road, you don't know speeding up and slowing down, swerving between lanes. I mean, we've all been in a position where we're distracted in the car for a variety of reasons. It's called living our motherfucking lives.
Yeah.
I'm firing off an email to try to sail a home because I'm a salesman, home salesman.
But you know what? And I'm with you, though.
But you don't know. You don't know what's going on behind that wheel. It could be a million things. So to get that person caught up because you're trying to be a fucking vigilante is bullshit. And you know what? As far as I'm concerned, like, what if that person was swerving in and out of lanes and they weren't drunk? They were completely sober. So they're not a hear me out. So they're not a danger to you or anybody else.
Okay.
But you call on them, right? And then the cops pull him over and they find like a pound of weed in his trunk, and that man's just trying to sell some weed to feed his family. So he gets busted for something. So the intention was understandable. When drunk drivers are a danger to themselves and to others. So when you're a danger to others, then yeah, I think there should be somebody regulating. But like something like selling drugs, that doesn't bother me because people have to do what they have to do to feed their family. And as long as you're not harming yourself or others, most notably me and my people.
Yeah.
So that's my problem with drunk driving.
Like
with calling 911 on drunk drivers is that you don't know and you might get
that's
someone
the way
jammed.
it is. Then that's what I made a G today, but you made it in a sleazy way. Then that's did that Tupac say it again?
Tupac did say that.
Then that's the way it is. Look, listen.
It's
I don't want
up, though. Like, why you gotta be a vigilante?
Look, listen.
It's fucking Batman.
I
over here.
slept better at night because, there was one time I didn't do anything about it. Have you guys ever had that moment where you shoulda, coulda, woulda?
No, I live in the moment. But go on.
Oh, see, there was a time I was driving and the dude was obviously drunk. He passed out at the wheel. His trunk was open.
He might have just been tired.
No, he was like slumped over. He could have had a heart attack. Yeah,
Maybe.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
But I'm like, no.
Well, then calling 911 might have done him a favor if he was slumped over the phone.
Well, I mean, dude, no, he was just like, he had one hand on the wheel and over to the door, like for support. And I go, oh man, that's drunk driving. So I at the time, I remember this when I was like 20.
Driving.
This was like 13 years ago, and I still to this day, I'm like, I should have called. Even if he wasn't,
Why?
I don't know. I felt like,
But,
at the time,
dude,
I
how
guess
many
I should've.
times have we done that?
But we've never done that.
Bullshit.
Dude, we never passed out
Dude,
at a stoplight and hung it over. There was time. I mean, look, I don't condone it, and I shouldn't have done it. But I mean, listen, we're getting. You know what?
No,
I try to do a good thing.
You can't backpedal off this topic. This is a good topic to discuss. Calling the cops on drunk drivers, on assumed drunk drivers, because this is a good topic. Because
I've done it twice. I've done it twice.
And I understand your motivation to make the call. I just don't think it's I mean, it's a big assumption, and you're jamming up somebody else. And if there's anything, like, my big philosophy is do unto others as you would like them to do unto you. And I would like.
How many times have we done that when we were in our adolescence? And we, thank God, nobody fucking called on us.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Dude.
And you just don't know. If there was a sign that said, yes, I'm drunk, please call the cops. Like, if there was guaranteed, okay, fine. But all I'm saying is, I understand the sentiment, but there is no guarantee that you're calling 911 on someone who's a danger to you. There's just no guarantee.
Okay, so here's
of that.
devil's advocate then. I'll keep it going, but because I'm not backing off what I did. I felt I did the right thing. Okay, let's just put that in stone. I did the right thing. I slept good at night.
You felt like you did the right thing.
That's fine.
Let's put that in.
Yeah,
stone.
absolutely.
You felt that way.
Yeah. Now, if they hit you, Brent, someone I know, hold on, just let me play devil's advocate here. If they hit you, Brent, with your kids in your car, they hit Mike. What had happened was Marrero with the kid in his car, and I could have stopped that a quarter mile before it happened because I called a quarter mile before I noticed it. That is very well worth it in my book. Again, huge devil's advocate, huge what if. A quarter mile of a difference from him hitting you and him being just stopped, even if he wasn't or was, that's a huge difference in my life. You said do unto others, or if it doesn't affect my life, that affects my life. If someone gets hit by a drunk driver in my life that I care for and I could have stopped it, then it affects my life.
So then with that philosophy, you need to have eyes on everyone at all times and run the risk of jamming people up who aren't doing anything wrong. Like, yeah, you could make that theory like, well, Brent, what if it was you?
Yeah.
That would be awful, and I'd hope it never is me. But the chances of me getting T-boned by a drunk fucking driver are less than 1%. Like, every time I get in the car, the chances of that happening are fucking none. But the chances of that person getting fucking jammed up by some police when you call them is 100%.
And then how many times have we like you let our friends drink and then go home? Like and not stop them.
But that's another.
It's the same thing.
All
Because
theory.
I'll tell him straight up, hey, are you okay?
He's like, in my life, that I did the right thing. I called on them because they were drunk driving.
Yeah.
Assuming they were drunk driving. But we're back here.
Yeah.
Drinking, throwing stuff back, and it's like, hey, Dom, I'm headed home.
Me personally, if you're asking me, and not even in a philosophical way, if you're asking Dominic Alvarez, I go, hey, are you cool to drive? Like, you have your wife and kids here, or you have this person with
But
you.
just
or
the
this.
simple fact
Are
that
you
he
sure?
has more than just a beer in his system should automatically.
Hold on. Well,
you should automatically assume, as you're assuming that person's drunk driving, you should assume that, damn, he had.
Yeah, well, if they're totally inebriated to where, like, I get inebriated at my kid's party, I would not let
My
them.
kids party. That was a great. That was a. I thank you for putting that into context. Because
That's what I do. It's
'Cause yes.
the highlight of my
At my
life.
kids' party. Not
like for the
my
record, I'm
children.
not at a club. I'm at my kid's birthday party.
Fuck a club. But let's just wrap this up with this. I get what you're saying, and I always ask just so I can sleep better at night. I go, hey, are you cool? No, if you're just like stumbling all over the place and you have kids, I'll be, hey, you're spending the night here. You can try to fight me if you want. You're sleeping here, and that's the end of the story because you're not going to beat me up because you can't. It's impossible.
Okay,
People have tried.
that's different when you're in a room with a person that you've been watching drink for 8 hours at a party and then stopping them. That is totally different than calling someone that swerved between the lines a little
Well,
bit.
I answered his question. That's first. I answered his question.
I didn't even listen to his question.
Yeah, I see. Well, that's why you're a terrible wife. So, I answered Mike's question. That's how I feel about it. And if they're cool with it, then that's on them. I would feel 100% bad, but I at least went, hey, are you okay? You sure? I'd ask easily 3 times. Dude, just how about we get some food or how about you chill for another hour? Chill for another hour. It'll make me feel better. And I have said that to my friends. I say it multiple times to my friends. So, again, if that's on them, then that's on them then. My kids are alive. I mean, it's a shitty thing to say, but my wife and my kids are alive. Sorry, that's real. But if I see someone on the road just swerving, it's like, come on, man. That has to be. But
You know what I do? So when I see someone swerving on the road, because I'm with,
Stay away from.
Well, yeah,
I dip out. I'll get off. Like if someone's fucking acting like a fool on the freeway, I'll get off the next exit. I'll either go get gas or even just post up off the exit for a few minutes. Let that fool get way miles ahead. Just kill 5 minutes surfing on
I dip
Facebook.
out, I go around them and go just take.
Yeah,
the
I
and
slow
keep leaving
way.
behind.
Yeah, if they're
Wait,
I'll
if
leave
they're
them behind.
swerving slow, I'll blow by them.
Yeah.
If they're swerving fast or going nuts, I'll just slow down or pull over. I'm like, all right, you go kill someone else.
Yeah.
And I know that we can't predict that going into every intersection and
Right,
and
yeah.
around every corner.
Yeah.
But like the point is like I look out for me, and so like I think what we're talking about, a good analogy would be like, okay, so you go to war against the drunk drivers, you call on them, and you're on the.
I wouldn't go that far. But
Okay, maybe war was a strong word, but
damn.
but by calling the cops on them, you're on the offensive. Would we agree
Yeah.
that you're on the
Yes, yeah,
offensive?
no, I give
and
you
me,
that.
I'm on the defensive.
Yeah,
when I
I'm
see
like,
someone
oh,
doing some dumb
shit.
shit, I'm like,
Let's get away from this
I'm
guy
not going
and
to
just
jam your
get
night
the
up,
fuck out.
but I am going to get out of your way and just go post over here while you get
again,
gone.
If they happen to crash into somebody and kill somebody, that's on
That's
them.
not
Right, no,
my
yeah.
fucking
Yeah, that's on
problem.
them.
Yeah, no, I
I'm
get
sorry.
that.
I am not the
I
fucking
totally
drunk
get that.
driving god or police or anything. That's not my job. And a lot of people are going to listen to this and be like, oh, he was so insensitive. My dad got sideswiped. I'm like, I feel for you. Everybody that has had an incident with a drunk driver. Sorry, I couldn't stop them. I'm not going to
Pretty
stop.
Sure they're not like, oh, you motherfuckers that saw that drunk driver couldn't have called. You should have called.
Well, you know, I bet some of them are, and you know what? I'm sure some people are going to hear this and be like, "Oh my God, Brent's a drunk driver sympathizer." I'm not a drunk driver sympathizer, but what I am take a fucking responsibility for your own goddamn actions and don't worry about other people. Sympathizer.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what I am.
you know what I noticed about
You're
you
drunk
too?
driving next to me. I'm getting the fuck out of your way
Yeah.
and letting you go kill yourself and someone else. It's not on me to save the world.
You are a huge advocate for let bygones be bygones, you know, for anything and everything that they choose to do to themselves and their own body. You know what I mean? Like,
100.
I'm pro that too. You want to stick a needle in your arm? Cool. Like, that's absolutely fine.
100%.
Do it over there.
Yeah.
Do it in the corner. Do
Bingo.
it to where you don't hurt you, your kids, your mom or dad. Do it over there. It's fine.
Yeah, dude.
LSD.
I've been around a lot of coke heads, and they're like, "Hey, Mike, you want to do?" Nah, I'm good.
Don't get in my bubble.
I'm cool. with
Yeah,
my,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Don't get in my
I'm
bubble.
cool.
Don't get in
Like,
my
I'll
bubble.
hang with them or whatever. Like there was this one cokehead. Me and my boy went over to his house. He decided to do a couple bumps, and he just turned like weird.
down for what?
He was weird and like got all paranoid and was like swearing straight up that me and my boy were gonna jack him or something. I'm like, dude, I've known you for like 10 years. Man.
Okay,
Be
so
cool.
there's okay, perfect. Stop right where in your story, right there. So
We're the
perfect,
host. You
perfect.
we don't tell you.
Did you now? What did you do? Did you call the cops on him, or did you get the fuck
man,
out?
never
I
did.
was
And
like,
that's
you know
the
what?
difference.
I'm out
That's
show.
what I'm saying. So
I'm
you
out
took
show.
so you took care of yourself personally. You made a decision and looked after yourself, not getting someone else fucked
I think
up.
I rubbed Brent the wrong way.
You did because I want to live in a world where no one's in each other's bubble. You don't want them being in your bubble, meaning
like-
T-boning you and
Yes,
T-boning you.
absolutely, yeah.
You don't want them entering your bubble by T-boning you when they're fucking wasted behind the wheel. They don't want you being in their bubble,
Yeah.
calling the cops on them. Stop, pull over. Protect yourself, protect your shores before you go on the offensive. That's my philosophy. I'm
No,
not saying
I
your
totally get where
philosophy
you're
is
coming
wrong.
from. I
It's just
totally
not
get that.
right. Your philosophy isn't wrong. It's just not right. That's what I'm saying.
Ooh.
I'm just fucking around. dude.
No, this is good. This is healthy discussion.
Your opinion's wrong.
Everything you say is wrong.
Man, you know what?
You know what? You're
I mean-
fired from this podcast. Get out. Get out of my house.
Mike in the home sellers, man, sellers. Now, you know
man,
what?
sells
that
man.
brings up an interesting thing. Dude, that brings up an interesting thing, like about the whole bubble thing and not, keep to you, do good by you and not by others, kind of thing. But would you kind of say that's like a self-righteous act, like you're doing good by you, right?
Right.
But if the world turns to shit, as long as you're good, it's good then, right?
And it's funny because sometimes I want to go that route to where I'm like, as long as I'm good, me and mine are good, it's all good. But
Right.
then I feel that sometimes my action like affects the outside.
Well, obviously, I mean, it's a ripple effect.
Like,
I
it's
mean, it
just
doesn't
like,
matter where in
damn.
the pond you drop the stone, it's going to hit the walls.
Yeah.
No matter what, if there's whatever's in that pond, you know what I mean? So off of that, I mean, obviously, you and I have difference of opinion, and that's fine, but we still have a pretty good relationship that I like to think of.
We have a differing opinion on how to handle a drunk driver.
Yes,
I think that's the. I would hardly spread
it's
this
the
across the
topic.
philosophy of our life.
Fuck you, Fred!
I think you and I are such good friends and get along so well because I think like really on the key points we are on the same page.
We're all kudos.
The response to that one particular situation, I think we kind of differ, but
Yeah.
I think in general,
No,
Agree
very
to
different. Yeah,
disagree.
we very disagree.
Yeah.
But and that's okay though. But,
and you know what? Most people around me are wrong, dude. So it's okay. You're just
What the
add
fuck
them to
you
the
mean
pile.
most people?
Add them to the
All
pile.
people around Big Daddy Dominic Alvarez is wrong, because if they were right, we'd both be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that tattooed on us. If you were right, we'd both be wrong, baby.
You guys are gonna get that little heart necklace. You get half, you get the other half.
Goddamn right, Mr. Wrong and even wronger. No, man, dude. Anywho, having a good time. No, I mean that was a pretty, and we could talk all day about that. I don't want to bum anybody out, but we have some pretty good opinions about, whatever. Switzerland over here was like, I love Brent and Dominic. He just wants to keep us both happy.
I've never got the impression.
Fuck both y'all.
I was gonna say I never got the impression that Mike even liked me. So.
Hey, you guys
He
have
forced
a
me to come to his house
Saturday.
today. He made it awkward. I was like, I guess I gotta go.
I saw your daughter in the car. I was like, that little girl's gonna be bored in the car. All right. I was like,
And he had the
She had her
windows up and
iPhone.
shit.
She had her iPhone.
I was
and
like-
our windows were down.
Nah, I don't think
I was
so.
like,
man.
Mike, bring your kid inside, dude.
She had chicken
don't board.
nuggets.
Don't,
Man. She did.
damn.
Universal
No one.
food.
Yeah, I
Children is
can't
chicken
believe she
nuggets.
didn't share. All right.
Oh, what a shame.
Note to she just went on my shit list.
He
I don't
ain't
care
selling
that
you
she-
a LaVale house anytime soon.
I don't care that she's a child. She owes me a chicken nugget.
Man, children can be ruthless, way more ruthless than adults.
And you had a 10-piece?
2 10 pieces.
It wasn't even
She
like
had a
4-piece.
10-piece and she didn't share with me. You.
She done lied to
oh
him
my
and said,
god.
it's only a 6-piece, man.
It's
and
only
I'm
the
4 in.
4-piece Happy
I
Meal.
had 6 pieces on 4 in.
She just went from the bottom to the top of that shit list. 10 pieces and you didn't
Started
find.
from the bottom now, yeah.
Yeah.
That's where Brent has her.
Started at the bottom. Now
Now
you're
she's
my
there.
number
Oh.
one enemy. Damn.
Man, can you have enemies as an adult? Like, can you have straight up?
Yeah,
people you
but
don't
only
like?
when you're a parent and it's always your children. I'm pretty sure.
It's not even another man or another person. It's
No, it's a
your
2-year-old.
kids.
your-
kids
it's your
are
own
your
kin.
nemesis.
It's your own kin.
You know what? Because
Reminiscences.
this is the way I look at it.
Nemesis.
The only people
Reminiscences, you're right.
the only
Yeah,
person that
whatever.
can make an enemy out of me, like the only person that I could look at and say you are my fucking enemy is someone who fucks with my wife. And the only people out there fucking with my wife giving her a hard time is my kids. So it's like, case in point, my enemies are my children.
Yeah, tell that to the 10% per year. Shit, that dude. So may I ask you a few questions about that,
Several.
dude? So that is you said like, well, I want to know because I keep like, Yeah, whatever. So
Ask the fucking question.
So you said it's mandatory 10%. You cut off or stop. What do you want to elaborate?
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on that, please?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, what I do is
I
I
don't know.
thought, I thought we got all that. On the last
No, we
podcast,
did it.
but
We
whatever,
totally
dude.
did it. No, we totally did it. He touched on it, and then we kind of like just went on.
All right.
At least from my understanding.
Yeah.
Right?
all I'm saying, it doesn't have to be hard math. All I'm saying, no, it's not a strict 10%, but what it is I think you should be able to evaluate the people that you spend the most time with,
man.
and the ones that are energy suckers and negative and make you feel bad and bring you down, you should spend less time with those people, eventually phasing them out, or if they change their behavior and they start to inspire you and make you feel positive, then they can come back in. It's not like I don't do hard math. It's not like a closed door policy or anything like that. I'm just saying I choose to limit time spent with people that suck my energy,
Negative
that are
Nancy's.
negative
Yeah.
space.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
man.
all I'm saying. And you know
That
why?
is
Because
tough, man.
not only are they being negative, but they're being negative, and they are preventing someone positive from spending those
I
minutes.
like to stay away from people that are like constantly like, oh man, my life is this, my life is
Yeah.
that, and it's like everybody's fucking life is shit. Like
Yeah.
it's hard.
No
You know,
one,
it's
yes,
hard.
no one wants to hear you fucking
like,
complaining,
yeah, man.
dude. That's the biggest problem I have. Like, I have very little issues with people because I think as human beings we
You don't
are
have an issue with drunk drivers.
we were
Zero issues there, ladies and gentlemen.
the biggest issue I have with people who are trying to achieve anything is the complainers. And not everybody complains, but I don't care. Like, if you are struggling with something, or if you find something challenging, or if you're going through trials and tribulations and you're working through those and that's keeping you from success, or like whatever it is, that's fine. I don't have any problem with people facing difficulties or trying and failing. The one problem I have with people is fucking complaining. And Mike, you started touching on that, where people are like, my life sucks because
Yeah.
everything but me. The
Right.
world is against me. My boss hates me. My car got a flat tire.
I look like
I have
Mike.
bad luck. My parents weren't rich.
No, like I was telling Dom, I was like,
it doesn't
dude,
get
my
you
fucking-
anywhere.
My like we were just talking about like texting each other back and forth, and we were just like, man, fucking being like scrounging, or not scrounging, but like just broke.
Grinding.
Yeah,
Just
grinding,
grinding.
and you're grinding to pay bills, and you're just like, I ain't got no money to do anything else. But what needs to be fixed is being fixed, and
Yeah. And
people
like,
that are like, fuck, my this happened at work, but I'm gonna do this next time, or I'm gonna do this, or do something different, or just try. That's fine. But when you're constantly like, fuck, like you said, my boss hates me, my boss is this, and my life sucks. It's like, do what you gotta do. Like, keep pushing. Like, don't fucking say
People
that
don't-
you're-
people
you
don't understand
can't.
that.
I hate the phrase I can't. I tell my kids this: don't say I can't.
yeah.
Try and try and try. Like, don't say I can't. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the worst word.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing is like people approach me, and then a majority of those people that approach me for advice or like ask me about what I do or whatever, a majority of people approach me, and a majority of people that approach me don't like the response I give, because the response I give to people struggling is very simple. Where can you make better decisions? Are you analyzing yourself well enough to make good decisions? If you're complaining about X, Y, and Z, your job sucks, get a new job. And they go, oh, Brent, it's not that easy because ...
I was just gonna say that. I'm like, when they
This
say
is the
something, it
United
gives
States
a
of
dot,
fucking.
dot, dot.
This is the United States of fucking America. They're like, I'm upset because of X, Y, and Z. I'm like, well, here's 3 things that I know are very simple. Like, work harder, work longer, quit your job, downsize your house, get less bills, sell your car. Like, whatever the fucking problem is. Like, I tell people, like, people say, Brent, how do you guys do it? Like, I want to, like, people look at Kira, I want to be a stay-at-home mom, or men come up to me, I want to keep my wife at home. How do you do
Live
it?
with your in-laws.
And you know what? I'm not even mad at that, Dominic, because yes, 100%. You guys have a mission, and the mission is to keep your wife at home with your children, which I am 100% on board with. And you know what? You live with your in-laws to make that happen. That's what you have to do to make it happen. So people come up to me and they say like, Brent, I would love to keep my wife at home. I'm like, okay, well, what are your bills like? Oh, well, I spend $15,000 a month between my mortgage and makeup. And I'm like, okay, well, cut the makeup back by $7,000. Can't do that. Like, get a smaller house. Can't do that. How many people are in your family? 3. You have 5 bedrooms. Get a smaller house. Well, Brent, I can't quit my job or get a smaller house or cut my expenses or cut, so it's like, okay, well, it's not that you can't, it's that you won't. So I'm done fucking talking to you. Yeah. And that's why people hate coming to me for advice. Yeah. And that's why I love giving it because I'm like, you know what? Here's the 3.
Truth hurts, man.
Here's the 3 simple fucking things to the problems you're having.
I keep telling you you're ugly, but
here's the 3 simple solutions to get you. And I'm not saying that I'm a cure-all, but here are a few solutions to get you a step in the right direction. I'm not saying that I'm getting you to the finish line, but here's a step in the right direction. My boss hates me. Quit your job and get another job. Yeah. I can't because ... I'm like, okay, well, the conversation's over because you hate your boss and you're going to continue to put up here with your boss. Yeah. But Brent, I won't make enough money. What do you need money for? Well, I can't. I have to pay for my house. Get a smaller house. Well, I can't get a smaller house. Why not? Because my kids don't want to share a room and my husband likes a pool. Okay, well,
fuck that pool.
A fucking bitch.
Do what I did when my parents
conversation
fill up
ends
the goddamn tub. They fill up the tub. Mom, I want to go swimming. Fill up the fucking tub. No, I'm totally with you. So here's a question that you. But when do people have to self-analyze? When do people have to go? You know what? Brent was right. When does that actually kick in?
I hope never. I hope nobody ever says Brent was right. So let me answer your first question. I
don't think anybody should be at that point to say somebody else is right. I think they should always analyze their life every day.
Right, but you don't think an outside influence can kickstart that self-positive thing that kind of getting good?
So let me answer your question really quick. So when should people self-analyze? I'm on the same page as Mike 100% every single day. And then the question is, should people have outside influences? 100%. So this is the best single piece of advice I could give to people, because this one skill will take you farther in life than any of the hard skills you learn in school or anywhere. What you need to learn to do is this. First and foremost, you need to learn how you make other people feel and react to you, and you need to adjust your behavior accordingly to make those people feel as confident and as dignified as possible. Because if you are always focused on how the person across the table is feeling from you in any situation, you might be perfectly comfortable talking about some topic and they're uncomfortable or I don't have anything in common or don't jump in. And if you can adjust your behavior to make the other person feel as confident and as dignified as possible, everyone will fucking love you. And when everybody loves you, the world is your oyster. Then when you need a favor, that's it. Practice that. Sit around, and the next time you're having a conversation, instead of thinking about yourself or the next thing you're going to say, or you're bored about what they're saying or where you're going to go next time you're interacting with someone, take inventory, not just of yourself, but of the way they are reacting to you, and adjust your behavior accordingly. And it's not about being fake. It's about making the person across the table feel as dignified as possible, and that will make you win friends and influence anybody you want.
That is a great way of how people should live their lives. Because it's funny you say that. And I'm not trying to bring it on me, but I will. That's how it is when I'm making people laugh. I feel that's how that's what my goal is. I just make people laugh. I'll be the comedic relief. I'll be the one that breaks the awkward tension. I'll do that. You know what I mean? I've done it several times. I'll do it all the time because I'm Mr. Awkward. I'm very comfortable in the awkwardness. And the people that sit across from me, if they're not laughing, me and Mike has been there plenty of times. And me and Mike are dying laughing, and there's no one else laughing. So I go, you know what? We need to leave. We need to just go. We're going to say our goodbyes cordially, and we're just going to go. And we're going to have a good time together. And that's always how it goes when me and Mike just actually hang out just with me and him. But when I'm with all of my friends and stuff, and they're already familiar with who I am as a person and how I brought myself to become a man and a father and a husband, all of a sudden it's jokes and fun all day. Yeah. Because I'm surrounded by the people I want to be around. They know how I make them feel, and I know how I can make them feel. I can make them feel. I have the potential to make them feel, and I try my best to do that without being fake.
You make me feel like shit.
Well, look at your face, dude. No, it's super important to do
You made
that.
me feel shitty as a friend.
It's super important to learn how to turn yourself up, and still be real. And it's very hard to learn to turn yourself down, but still be real. You're still you. Because some people will say these random ass things. And it's like, what? Oh, you've never walked on the moon? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, what the fuck are you saying? It's me. Like, I've known you. You know? So Dominic turned up, like, when he's on stage and stuff like that. That's still Dominic. It's just turned way the fuck up. And then, you know, sometimes it's turned way down, but it's still 100% me. You hit the nail right on the head. It's not being fake. It's just you either turned up, turned down, but 100% you.
Well, and it's not even about you. It's about the person you're interacting
No,
with.
fuck
like,
them. It's about me. I make everything.
It's about the person you're interacting with. Make that person feel confident and revered and dignified. And if you focus on making other people feel those things, just watch what those people are willing to do for you. Those people will lie on the sword for you. You know, the reason
That's why none of us will take a break.
I know.
None of us will lie on no sword.
I don't make them feel dignified at all.
and to be quite honest, like when you're sitting there watching, when you're making someone across the table from you feel dignified that way and feel confident, and you bring out the best in someone else, and you try to tailor whatever it is you're doing to make them feel comfortable interacting with you. Don't only take inventory on what that does for them, but take inventory on what it makes you feel. When I'm talking somebody up, and I give I'm surrounded by a lot of incredible people, and my heart is just in such a place of gratitude. And when I sit around with people, I'm just like, oh my God, thank you for being you, because, and I can include you two in front of me right now.
Damn right.
And a bunch of people listening, and I just come from such a place of gratitude. And what I try to do is just sit around and give people that I care about all the love and credit and admiration in the world, because that's how I feel that they do to me. And I know that because I reciprocate, like, telling everybody how awesome they are and like really looking out for other people and trying to make them feel dignified and confident around me, it just becomes this snowball effect of who can make who feel better. And then we're all of a sudden in this relationship where it's a mindset
all
of
love.
giving and gratitude and lifting each other up.
It's not about one-upping each other.
And
We
it's
just wanna
not.
help.
It's not.
Wanna help.
You 100%. It's not about one-upping each other. It's about one-upping the game and it's about
We're winning.
one-upping. It's
We're
about
winning.
one-upping the journey, and the journey of life is everything to be happy about and to be embroiled in. And so if you can up the journey of life, like, I think you're awesome. No, I think you're awesome. Well, us hanging out in this room together, like the thread, like think about it.
I don't know. I fucking hate Mike.
The way he's talking makes me. I'm gonna go
Think
climb
about-
Mount Everest
but-
right now.
but-
I ain't
Fuck
climbing.
that
See,
shit.
well, no, let's be real. I ain't climbing shit. Okay?
Where-
That's why Brent keeps me around, because I'm just real.
No,
like
but just.
oh,
I
he's
mean,
super inspirational. But what
super
I
inspirational.
get from that is I'm speaking louder now because I'm super
Because
high.
I'm super
No,
excited.
because well, think about it. He's super comfortable
Living at
with
high
himself.
energy
Yeah.
that's a good
It
thing.
is
though.
because like Brent is living in a place of absolute goodness. I am in a time of my life where it's good. Everything's good. Everything's good, and that's why people will find that those bubbles will make a bigger bubble. They'll mesh.
Exactly.
You know, the only thing
Nailed it.
that bubble will stop being bigger for is if someone tries to pop it. But if you keep making the bubble bigger,
Dom will
then
just
it
call
makes-
911 on your ass and
I
just
will
get you.
call
He'll get you
911.
taken away real quick. You
Just
try to
don't
pop my
Somebody's gonna
bubble.
pop your bubble with him. Calling 911.
Dominic the bubble
Dominic has
popper
popped.
average.
Dominic has popped many a man's bubble throughout
Funny
the
'cause
throughout the
Dominic will
years.
call
or their
911 on
cherry,
you.
whatever.
He will call 911 on you.
I
If
sure
you're in a
would.
car accident, he probably won't go over there and help.
He won't. He won't.
Excuse me, there was a lot of people there already.
He won't call 911 to save you,
Look
but he'll
how
call
he's handling that
he'll call
microphone stand.
911 to bust your ass. That's for sure. Hey, if it'll put you behind bars, 911. He's like, if you
Oh,
need a
man,
paramedic,
you have
he's
no
like,
idea.
nah, sorry.
Don't let me be a cop.
Hey,
Don't
so-
let me be a cop
hey,
and
s-
see you.
Nah, sorry, fam. About out of minutes. You're gonna have to bleed out. I'm about out of minutes on my Cricket Wireless. That's Dom. Sorry, fam.
Sorry.
Shit.
It's not
Shit.
in my data plan.
My wife's gonna be pissed that I'm sending all these 10-cent text messages. Kalina's gonna take my phone away because I sent too many texts. Oh, that is awesome. You are so ruled. It's great. Like
This is a collect call. from
Kalina.
Mike.
Collect call. No, you try to get. Remember, you try to get your whole sentence in there so he doesn't have to collect. Don't come pick me up at 213 Elm Street.
Kalina had a baby. It's a boy.
Do you accept? I can't accept that shit.
Nah, then you
Gonna
be
make
on
my phone
the,
bill
be on the
up.
way, son.
Like the old 1-800-COLLECT commercials.
I don't
Damn.
Like, I don't like this.
Collect
man.
calls.
Some bullshit. I'd
Old
bail you
school.
out.
The only people who make collect calls are prisoners.
That's what I was saying. If
Yeah,
I
I
was
know.
the president, Dom would be like, nope, can't talk to
Or
you.
like teenagers before cell phones. Because I remember like being in 8th grade and my friend's mom being like, yeah, I'll totally pick you up from soccer practice. And then me and my buddy are still standing there at like 7:45. I'm like, I don't think your mom's coming. He's like, no, she's probably hammered. And so I'd have to call my mom collect because I didn't have a cell phone. And my mom would be
Mine, so pissed.
It wouldn't even
They'd
be.
pissed.
It wouldn't even be hello. It'd be like she'd pick up, ring, ring, ring. This better be fucking good. Like she does.
fucking dying.
Yeah. If you're
dead. You're dying or
If
dead, bitch.
amputated leg or some shit.
if you're not bleeding, you owe me for this call.
My dad used to get so pissed. He'd be like, you know how much this fucking costs? I'm like, yeah, you telling me that is costing. So I'm over
So let me
here
get
to
to
pick
that
me
point.
up.
My mom was like, don't you ever go to jail, Dominic. Don't you ever go to jail because I will not bail you. You go spend there
dude.
all day. I'm like,
One time I got picked up. It was bullshit, but I had to spend
I called 911. It was very-
I had to spend the weekend over, and I called my
Did
dad.
you get
I was like-
distracted
I was like,
and
Dad,
while you're
can
driving?
You fucking bail me out, and then he
he
was
was
like,
calling me.
no, my dad was like, don't drop the soap, and then fucking hung up. And I was so pissed. And I was there
Good
from
on you,
Friday-
pops. Hey, if you're
Friday
listening to
to
this,
Monday.
good on you, pops.
Friday
Fuck
to Monday
yeah.
until I saw a fucking judge, dude.
You bet.
It was a fucking
Fuck yeah.
failure to appear.
Your pops
and
is the
they
man.
fucking treated me like I was a fucking murderer.
Wait,
had me-
you got picked up for a failure,
Failure
to,
to
appear?
appear.
You're dumb as fuck. How do you fail to appear? You got picked.
Mike, what had happened was Barrera.
What had happened was
You got
no,
you got
I'm
you got
serious.
you got picked up for not showing up.
Exactly. I didn't know about it.
Dude, if I was your dad, I would have fucking laughed in your face.
He did.
Good, yeah.
Dropped the fucking soap and hung up.
Good on that gay. Good on you, pops.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was an experience. But yeah, wow. Thank God I knew some Lincoln Park heads because a dude inside, he knew one of my friends from Lincoln Park. It's a gang or whatever.
Yeah,
But-
don't worry, honey. You don't have to,
Don't worry,
I will
Brent.
not. I will not
But
ruin your
he
record
knew
with a couple
one
of names.
my friends, and he was like, "What are you trying to do?" Because I was on the phone, but I couldn't call out because I had no money on the books.
Right.
I was only in there for the weekend, so I had no type of money. Dude, called his girl. She 3-wayed my girl, and yeah, got me a phone call. But
Dude, okay, so this is my
Thug life.
Hey,
Right.
this is
Motherfucking
my
life.
second podcast, and this is my second Mike goes to jail and or court story. So
Hey, there's plenty more. There's plenty more.
let's just put your record on the table. Okay, let me ask this. I'm gonna
No,
let me steal hosting duties for a second. What's the worst thing you ever been picked up for? Let's get down to brass tacks.
beat
Come
in a
on.
park after hours.
The people want to
if
know.
I tell you, I'm gonna have to kill you.
Yeah, let's stop there. Brent's getting crazy.
I have a homemade
I
shit
see
right
it,
now.
I see it. Pulled it straight out of his ass.
No,
Newspaper and
they look
Tuesday-
there.
No, what? Your vagina. Oh,
They look there too.
Virginia.
Who looks there? I don't think that's allowed, dude. If someone looked there, let me know. You should lawyer up probably because I don't think that was allowed. If someone was looking up there, probably a little aggressive for a weekend stint on a failure to appear.
God. This took a terrible turn.
Did he have a badge or was he in an orange jumpsuit, bro? Because that doesn't
You
sound.
look like a janitor.
That's
Oh
terrible.
my God. All right. Okay. Brent,
What?
you are a broker
Yeah.
in the real estate game, huh?
Yeah.
Where can they get a hold of you, my friend?
Right
For all
across the
this,
street from
for all
Dominic.
this, oh God, no! I don't want that bridge.
You
Let me
can
give
find.
you the address.
Yeah, you can find all my contact information at BrentTheBroker.com. Instagram, Brent_the_broker.
Brent, the house man, salesman, at
Yes.
Instagram man,
Salesman.
Instagram
Yes.
man.
Instagram.
Instagram man.
Houseman, salesman, Instagram man, bad man. That's for
Damn,
sure.
man.
Damn man. That's where you can find .com.
But it's funny because I see a lot of brokers. They're like, blah,
No, you see a
blah,
lot of broke
the
motherfuckers. That's
broker.
different. Mike, we're gonna get a hold of us, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, Mike's been too fucked up for this
He was
podcast.
gonna say MOD, man.
He's
MOD
been slow
for
since
you.
he showed up.
I know. Yeah.
Because it's his ass. Last minute, I got to go to LA tomorrow. What the fuck? Who fucking forgets that they have to go across the fucking
I told
city?
you I want to forget that I had to go.
But you guys can get a hold of us at mod4up@gmail.com. Hit us up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
YouTube, SoundCloud, anywhere that's a somewhere you can find us at MOD, hashtag MOD. You can find everything and all our information there.
When I post up, click the link. You'll
Yeah.
find us.
Yeah, exactly. And we're going to start doing Facebook Live about an hour before we actually start to record the show. Just today was very
that,
chaotic.
Today was
And,
very
it
last
was-
minute.
Yeah, you want to talk about last minute. Not the band that broke up, but
For the record, it was last minute because of Dominic.
Yeah.
For the
I
record,
take 100%
Dominic Big
responsibility.
Daddy
Yeah,
Alvarez
yeah.
was
Everybody
100%
got to
late.
work around this motherfucking schedule.
I'm a diva.
You're a D-bag is what you are. But we love you, though. We love you. And thank you for having me on your show.
Yeah, you know what? This is your last time. This is some bullshit.
Oh.
And for the record, you helped our friend Dominic, or you talked to our friend Dominic about some cool business stuff that, was between you guys, and it worked out, established a really good relationship at Deep Rooted. So I thank you for that. I appreciate that. He said keep you in my life, and I really hold heart to that.
Right on, man. Yeah, I don't feel like I did anything. I feel like he did everything. I picked his brain. He dropped a bunch of knowledge on me. That's a bright cat who definitely knows what he's talking about. And it was the pleasure was all mine chatting with him for sure.
Right on, man. That's what I want to do. I want to build relationships and help people out, and that's a great example of what we really want to do here, and just have fun, genuine, over whiskey. So.
And just call 911 on everybody.
Oh my god.
On everybody, on everybody.
God.
Somebody got in their car after 9, officer. You should go get them. Listen,
Curfew.
listen, officer. Listen, officer. You need to go get them because it's after 9 and they got in their car.
I'm gonna catch you guys later.